In this video, we're going to talk about items 5, 6, and 7, which in essence are the costs of operating the business. Now, the way that I look at it and look at these numbers is, what is this range? And usually I take the higher number because there's a reason that higher investment got there. And even if that's the worst case scenario and I have a little bit more operating capital, I take the higher number. There are a lot of franchisors that sell on the lower number and say, look, you can get in for X amount of dollars. And yes, it's possible. But the problem is when a franchisor sells on the lower number and the number is higher, then automatically, very early on in the relationship, there's some turbulence. Now, in your due diligence, because we're talking about doing your homework, ask franchisees what they ended up investing total all in. And were there any blind spots that they went through when going through build out or construction or setting up the business? I like looking at how much is not required, but requested from an operating capital standpoint. Where that I would look at that is that's 3 months, 90 days of replacement of your income. So how much do you make on a monthly basis? Does that, the franchises are telling you to put that to the side. I think that's good practice. Other number that I like looking at is the marketing, grand opening marketing. Don't look at this as an opportunity to save money. In my opinion, especially on unit 1, you're going to want to spend more on marketing your business and getting out there into the community. And so if I'm looking at my total spend for the FDD is going to disclose your total grand opening really for the first 90 days. But if I'm looking at for the total first year, I'm looking at how much do I spend to get the business open? How much am I spending at 90 days, which sometimes you'll see a little bit of a dip in sales? And how much am I spending at my 1-year birthday as a driver to drive back sales? You're also going to look at the royalty. This is what you're going to pay. Every dollar off the top goes back to the franchisor. This is in exchange for all the support, all the structure, their business that they've let you operate. You might look at tech fees, marketing fund requirements on a local marketing spend. Again, I would actually increase that. Quick side story. And if you watch my videos, you may have heard me say this story before, but I was at a franchisors conference. They had 3 franchisees on stage. The number 3 one went from middle of the pack to number 3. And the moderator said, how did you go from middle of the pack to number 3? And he said, I spent 10% of every dollar on marketing. And the franchisee next to me elbowed me. He goes, that guy's an idiot. I go, that guy's on stage. Like, think through that. Sometimes it costs money to make money. So think through that as you're looking through these numbers. But this gives you a sense of how much it costs when you're buying into a franchise.